Hey guys, so today we're gonna do Gabby's dollhouse and we're gonna start with Gabby. I'm gonna be working on top of paper because it's gonna make it a little bit easier to transfer it into the baking tray so that I don't mess it up, because her hair, I was a little nervous to make it, but I have made curly hair before and it's not as hard as it looks. It's like you just flatten a piece of clay and then you kind of just twist it, and as you twist it, it turns into curly hair. So it's pretty cool because it looks really hard to like, oh, how am I gonna do that? But it should be easy. I kind of did it kind of fast, but you kind of just twist it. You flatten a piece of clay, like a long piece of clay, flatten it, and you like slowly curl it, and then turn into curls. And depending on how much you curl it, it could be tighter curls or looser curls. But here is Gabby so far. We're gonna try to fit her ears afterwards, and then we're gonna add her little cat. What is it? Her cat little hairband. What do you guys think? I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Everybody else is gonna be cats besides Gabby, even though she is wearing cat ears. So if you do like cats, I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. I know one of you guys, I feel like I've had a couple people ask me to do cats, so I feel like this is the perfect opportunity because all the other characters are cats. Oh my gosh, what do you guys think of the animation? I think it's so adorable. I want to give a shout out to Curtis Ellison from Indefinitely Wrong for helping me out edit and create some of the animations. He did the alien one. It's super adorable with the chicken. But because of him, I'm able to post a little bit faster. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and the little animations that go with it. For the whiskers, I'm gonna use wire. I realize it does give it more strength, and all you need to do is paint it and it works just as beautifully, and it works better than if I were just to use clay. And then sometimes I would use wire and cover it with clay. It's more work that way. So if you just use the wire and you paint it, it should be good. Mer Cat is so beautiful. When I saw her, I'm like, how am I gonna do this creature? Because of all the scales, and I decided to do it this way, which is very time consuming because you will need to roll a lot of tiny little balls and flatten them out. But you know what? The end result is totally worth it, and it's kind of therapeutic. So if you want to sit down for, I really don't know how long in real time it took. I do want to say it took me a little bit of time to roll out all the little pieces of clay into circles and then flatten them out. And then actually I flattened them out as I put them on her head. I flattened them out with this like little rubber sculpting tool, and I filled in some of the spots, and I think she looks beautiful. What do you guys think? Even though the scales did take a long time, I always think doing stars is so much harder. So I feel like the hardest part for me was creating this star. It's always hard to make it even. I don't know why, but here is Mer Cat. DJ CatNip's sweater has glitter on it, so I ended up using clay that had glitter in it. I had already had, like, sometimes you can buy clay with glitter in it already, but you can also just mix in translucent clay and like a polymer clay color together and put glitter in it to get it glittery. Or you don't even have to even use translucent. Sometimes you can just use polymer clay and then add glitter into it, but it makes it easier to see the glitter underneath with the translucent. My other option too was to use like a solid color polymer clay and then bake it, and after baking it, glazing it and then sprinkling glitter over it and then putting more glaze on top just to secure it. I feel like you have like two options of whether you want to mix in the glitter in the clay or you want to bake it and then glaze it and put glitter on top of it. But whatever you choose, best wishes out there so you can achieve the similar look to DJ CatNip, which I tried my best over here. Was it exactly the same? No, but your girl tried. Ooh, Cakey is coming to life. It's like Frankenstein. How are you guys? I hope you guys are keeping cool out there because some of these places are getting hot. I was watching a PBS Terra, I think it was saying like outside, I don't even know where it came from. I don't know what video I watched, but it was saying like 70% of the water that we use is from like it's for agriculture, wherein some of it, like it's the way the agriculture is like created is not the most water efficient. So I don't know, we need to figure out a plan. Get together and really like get together and like figure it out. I don't know. We're a hot mess, you guys. There was like a Hopi Indian that was like farming, and the way he was doing it looked like it was the way to do it because he literally wasn't even watering the crops. Like the seeds had adapted from, like he said, it was from his ancestors that like passed on seeds, and like the farm was like growing without any water because the plants were smart enough to like dig deep into the dirt to get like groundwater. And it was like, what? This is like, it was so amazing to me. Like he didn't have to water his crops. I'm like, what? And then there's other, I don't know. We just need to get it together. I don't know, hopefully in the future. Did you guys guess it right? Did you guys know where Cat Rat was? I'm pretty impressed with Curtis. I think the second time around helping with me with these animations, he did so much better. I'm like, I'm really liking these animations second time around. This second video that he helps me animate with. Which, by the way, if you guys are interested, he uses Blender, which is a free animating program. So if you guys are interested in creating cartoons, that is something you guys can like download and create with. Oh man, I wish I could learn Blender, but I'm not gonna lie, Blender is free, but I feel like it's not the most user-friendly. But if you really want to learn how to animate, I wish you guys the best. I want to learn how to use Blender one day because I really want to do 3D, but he did the animation for Cat Rat. I really like his animations this time around. I'm really impressed. What do you guys think? But here's Cat Rat. Fairy kitty. So I don't know if you guys noticed the pattern where now I'm learning. I think I didn't do it as before, which I should have, especially for the Battle for Dream Island characters. I should have been using wire, just wire, and then painting it. I don't know why I never like fully clicked. Now I feel like because sometimes I think I would have the habit of putting wire and then covering the wire with polymer clay, and I realize it's not really needed. You can still put the wire and then paint it with acrylic paint and it should work just fine, which it did, and it should give it more strength and it's easier as well because then you don't have to cover the wire with polymer clay. So for the whiskers and then for kitty fairies like top antennas, these flowers were a mission. I didn't do the best job. I kind of tried to fit them all together. For the texture on fairy kitties like antennas, I used a needle, and then I'm kind of like doing a circular motion, kind of scratching on the surface to give it like a puffy look. I don't know, or like a scruffy look. I don't know. And then we're gonna add the little nose, and here's fairy kitty. Oops, baby box, what happened over here? She made her house out of cardboard, or just the front part of it apparently. It's not a whole house. But for baby box, I'm gonna use the blade and kind of flatten the top part kinda to make it three-dimensional looking. I'm gonna do it in the front part of it. I was kind of debating to do a side part, but I'm like, no, like the side angle of her, but I'm like, that's gonna be harder. So we're gonna do the front. And for her whiskers, she's the only one that I'm actually gonna cover her whiskers in clay, just because her whiskers have like texture. They're like what are those? I forgot what they're called, but those straw cleaner thingies. Yeah, right, something like that. I forget what they're called, but because of that, I'm gonna put clay over the whiskers, which is harder. It would have just been easier if I could have just stuck the wire and then painted it, because that's just easier. But because I wanted to add the texture, I went back and added the little squiggly circles with the needle. It is very fitting that Pillow Cat is sleeping because, well, it's a pillow, right? So for this character, I kind of should have put the whiskers on prior to adding that circle thing around the head, because I then had to go back and put the wire underneath it. So learn from me, my mistakes, and put the whiskers first. Because unless if you want to put the whiskers on top of the, I had to go like and kind of like lift up the clay from the side and then put the wires underneath that little, I don't know what it's called. It's just like the ridges, the ends of it. But whatever, you know, we live and we learn. I really like the stitched look, and yeah, it's more time consuming to add the top green stitch, but it's totally worth it at the end because it gives it like, it's cuter. I don't know. So for today's profile picture, we're doing Alphabet Fanatic. If you guys are interested in me turning your profile picture into clay, leave me a comment down below. I'm doing this new series, if you're new to my channel, where I choose one of you guys' profile pictures, I turn it into clay, and it's kind of like a form of a shout out. Will I send these out to you in the future? Maybe, I'm not sure. I don't have a PO box and I've never shipped anything to you guys, so I'm a little scared. But if you guys still want me to recreate your pictures into clay, leave me a comment down below. And for today's, we're doing Alphabet Fanatic, which I'm really liking the new way of doing the wires with the feet. I should have been doing this for Battle for Dream Island this whole time, but it just never clicked. I think it's super cute. What do you guys think of the A? I think it came out super adorable. So now we're gonna go ahead and bake them and then glaze them and put a little magnet so we can put them on the fridge or wherever wherever you can put magnets. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Have an awesome day and bye.